Right then, Thursday night smokes this week. International Tequila Day. So, I'm having tequila. This is Blue Acavi by the 18th. I've had this a little while, if I'm honest. I can't remember why I stopped drinking it. Probably gave me a hangover. So that's what I'm having tonight. The reason I'm having that is, as I said, it is International Tequila Day. But the cigar I'm having is a medium cigar. This is the La de Flor de Cano. I'm sure I've butchered that. Bloody certain I butchered that, actually. But anyway, this is a medium cigar, and I'm going to do an Arnie trick with this. That's the other reason I picked the tequila. So I apologise in advance for pissing all the cigar enthusiasts off, because it'll annoy you. Hell, I know it would annoy me. Anyway, so what I'm going to do with this, before I cut it, I'm going to do an Arnie trick, and I'm going to paint it with tequila. For these synthetic corks, do find them somewhat unsatisfying, if I'm honest. They're good because they don't break, but at the same time they don't give that same pop. Let's put that there. Oh, that's very sweet. Oh, don't know why I stopped drinking that. That's really good. It's got to be a hangover, right? So, I couldn't find an egg brush because I don't do cooking, basically. So a little bit of a paper towel, I'm afraid. This is terribly bad manners, but anyway. So what I'm going to do is, I believe the trick was, even I can't believe I'm doing this, but anyway. So just dip that in there, and what you do is you paint the cigar. Oh, this feels so wrong. Whilst I'm painting my cigar, that does even sound wrong. Don't forget, the podcast is live as of tomorrow. So that's the Tasting Hour podcast. 6 o'clock GMT. You'll find it on Spotify and you'll find it on YouTube. Just look for the Tasting Hour and you should find it. Hopefully you're all going to enjoy it and subscribe and be around for the journey that is, well, the Tasting Hour. Oh, that's interesting. So yep, what you do is you make the outside quite wet from what I remember seeing on the video, and then you just take the excess off. Let's put that there. And then you light the thing. So yeah, the podcast is live as of tomorrow. Kind of feeling a bit of a, cut that, anticlimax in a way, because I've been so busy doing it, and all of a sudden it's, you know, you're done, and it's like, oh, right, now what? Obviously, now we get ready for the next episode, which will be doing some of the recording for the next episode on the 2nd of August at the Summertime Smoke Festival. I believe that's what it is. If it isn't, I'm cutting this section out totally. If it is, it's still in. So yeah, that actually now feels a little damp to the touch, but apparently that's what you want. I hope this works. I think this will work because this is a medium cigar, so it's got its own good amount of strength to it, and the sweetness from the tequila should really help. Well, hopefully make it a bit more extra special. Now, the reason I didn't paint the whole thing is I don't want the top to clog up. I want to keep the drawer there. I just want the wrapper to be slightly damp. I was going to say moist, but anyway, you know what I mean. Just so as it burns, it ignites and infuses those, well, the tequila notes, hopefully. But I shall, yeah, see how this goes. I know when Arnie did it, it was apparently with a D4. So that's the Partagas, obviously D4, which is quite a peppery cigar. So that's more of a medium to full, more on the full side of things. So this might be a tad light. But I'm hoping the fact that it is light means a bit more of the tequila will come through. Oh, there's a lot of sugar in that. Oh. See, that's dangerous. I think that's why I stopped drinking that, because I realized how dangerous that was going to be. Okay. I'm getting a little bit, not a lot. It's more of a sort of oaky note to it, but there's a slight hint of that tequila on the back of the drawer. Only a very slight hint. I mean, we're not talking like the infusion thing that you can do with cigars. This is very much barely a hint. And as you can see, I've only just about half a centimetre in. So I've got to go a little bit further before I get a bit more. It is making it burn quicker though. So that's a bit of a miscalculation on my part. Maybe I should have used a bigger cigar. Anyway, live and learn. Or not. I won't lie, I've been wanting to do that Arnie trick for a while. Just could never make myself do it. But as it is International Tequila Day, I figured if I was going to do it, now's the time to do it. And I'm sure with it being International Tequila Day, there'll be a lot of Arnie's videos popping up where he's done this. Definitely worth a go though, if you've got a spare cigar that you don't mind. I can feel a hangover coming on with that already. That's going to be a dangerous night. So, don't forget, the podcast, as I said, I'm going to bang on about this a lot. It's out tomorrow. Like and subscribe, go follow it, leave comments, leave suggestions. I'll ignore all of them. Only joking. Probably won't ignore all of them, actually. I'll steal them for ideas. So yeah, go and drop comments, leave ideas. Even people that potentially you want to see as an interview. Because obviously I have a list of people that I want, but it'd be nice to get some other people that I hadn't even considered. So yeah, if there's anybody else you want to see interviewed in the podcast, do that. I'm going to run a second series along, well, I say second series. I'm going to run a second side of the channel, which will be purely the interviews. So there's obviously the episodes, the tasting hour, whatever episode, but each one of those will have an interview in. So I'm probably going to create a second playlist on the channel, which is just the interviews. That's definitely, yeah, I can definitely taste the tequila in that. That's weird, but it is burning really, really badly and really fast. I think where the tequila's on it and it's a bit damp in places, I think that's affecting the burn, which kind of makes sense. It's like it's like if it's what's the word I'm looking for? Over humidified. You know, it's a bit too damp. It's gone like that, so it's a bit of a bad burn, but definitely worth doing it. It's a good little trick. And on that note, enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. Go grab some tequila and chill. And don't forget to watch the damn podcast tomorrow.